Have you ever looked at a steering wheel and thought, what is that? Is it even a steering wheel, or did someone glue a UFO to the dashboard? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the world of the weirdest steering wheels ever made. Some look like they belong in a spaceship, others look like they were designed by someone who just really hated circles. Either way, they're all completely bonkers. From futuristic designs that make you feel like a superhero, to steering wheels so strange you'll wonder how anyone managed to drive with them. We've got it all. Let's count down the top 5 cars with the weirdest steering wheels ever made. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Number 5. The Tesla Model S yoke. Starting off at number 5, we have the Tesla Model S yoke. Now picture this. You're all set to drive a super sleek futuristic car, and instead of a regular steering wheel, Tesla hands you a rectangle. Yep, no top, just 2 handles, like something out of a sci-fi movie. It definitely looks cool, like you're about to pilot a spaceship instead of a car. But here's the catch. While it's amazing for smooth highway driving, it's not exactly your best friend in a crowded parking lot. Imagine trying to turn this thing while squeezing into a tiny parking space. It's like wrestling a robot. Some drivers say it makes them feel like a superhero on the freeway. But when it's time to park, let's just say it's more awkward shuffle than superhero landing. Number 4. The BMW i3 steering wheel. Next up at number 4, we have the BMW i3 steering wheel. A wheel that decided to say goodbye to being round and hello to being, well, kind of a flat oval. This thing is sleek and minimalist, but the buttons? Oh, they're sprinkled around in some pretty unusual places. It's almost like BMW wanted to keep drivers guessing, is this the horn? Nope. How about this? Still no. But hey, there's a method to the madness. BMW says this design is all about reflecting the car's eco-friendly and futuristic vibe. So, while it may look like something from an art gallery, it's actually their way of saying, look, we're modern and green. Minimalist? Sure. Weird? Definitely. Practical? Well, that's up for debate. Number 3. The Spiker C8 steering wheel. Coming in at number 3, we have the Spiker C8 steering wheel. A wheel so fancy it could probably be displayed in a museum. Seriously, this thing is a shiny masterpiece made from polished aluminum. It's not just a steering wheel. It's a statement. The design is inspired by retro airplanes, and you can totally see it. Imagine gripping the controls of an old fighter jet while zipping down the road. It's like stepping into a time machine. But here's the catch. While it looks incredible, it's not exactly what you'd call ordinary. This wheel doesn't care about blending in. It's bold, shiny, and screams, "Look at me!" But don't worry, it fits right in because the Spiker C8's entire interior is designed to feel like an airplane cockpit. Yep, they really leaned into the theme. It's all levers, switches, and sleek details that make you feel like a pilot, not just a driver. So, while it may be more work of art than practical steering wheel, you've got to admit, it's pretty cool to feel like you're flying while driving. Number 2. The Citroën DS steering wheel. At number 2, we have the Citroën DS steering wheel, and let me tell you, this one is a head turner. Why? Because it has just one spoke holding it together. Yep, you heard that right, one spoke. It's like the steering wheel decided who needs symmetry when you can be unique. The design is super simple, but the first time you see it, you can't help but stare. It almost feels like the rest of the wheel is just floating in midair. It's the kind of thing that makes you ask, wait, is this thing even safe? Spoiler alert, it is! So why the one-spoke design? Well, Citroën had a clever reason for it. They wanted to improve visibility and make the car's interior feel more open and spacious. And honestly, it works. Sitting behind that wheel, you get an uninterrupted view of the dashboard, and it does make the cabin feel less cluttered. It's simple, unique, and definitely strange. But hey, if you ever feel like your steering wheel is a bit too boring, just remember, Citroën did it with one spoke and they made it work. Number 1. the 1961 Chrysler Imperial steering wheel. And here we are at number 1, the quirkiest of them all. Meet the 1961 Chrysler Imperial steering wheel, a wheel that boldly asked, "Why be round when you can be square?" Yes, you heard that right, a square steering wheel. It's like Chrysler decided to reinvent the wheel. Literally. This design is as unusual as it gets. Imagine grabbing the corners of a square instead of the smooth curve of a circle. It just feels off. Honestly, you have to wonder how people even manage to drive with this thing. Tight turns? Probably an adventure. Parallel parking? Let's not even go there. Now, here's the kicker. The designers thought the square shape would be more comfortable for drivers. Yep, they really believed it was the future of driving. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. The design didn't catch on, and the square steering wheel quietly disappeared into history. But hey, at least it gave us something to talk about. The Chrysler Imperial's square wheel might not have been practical, but it sure is unforgettable. And that's why it's sitting proudly at the top of our list. And there you have it, the top 5 cars with the weirdest steering wheels. From Tesla's futuristic yoke to Chrysler's bold square design, these steering wheels prove that car makers aren't afraid to think outside the box, sometimes way outside it. So, which one do you think is the weirdest? Is there one you'd love to try, or maybe avoid? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun and fascinating car stories. See you next time.